In a small, secluded town, there was an abandoned hospital that locals avoided at all costs. The stories told about the building spoke of eerie noises at night, lights flickering on and off by themselves, and shadowy figures moving behind the broken windows. No one dared enter the hospital, except for a young man named Jonas, who was determined to uncover the truth behind these rumors. One evening, as the full moon hung high in the sky, Jonas decided to explore the haunted building. With a flashlight in hand and a brave smile on his face, he slipped through the rusted gate and pushed open the creaking door. Inside, the air was cold and still. The scent of decay filled the atmosphere, and the floor was covered in old dust and shattered glass. But as he ventured deeper into the building, the sounds began. At first, it was only a faint whisper, unintelligible. Then, again, a little louder. "Help me." The voice seemed to come from the very walls themselves. Jonas, shaken but determined, pressed on. He found himself in a long, dark corridor, faintly lit by narrow windows. At the end of the hall stood a door, behind which the whispers grew louder and clearer. "Please, help me." With trembling hands, he opened the door. Inside was a room full of decaying furniture and broken equipment. In the center of the floor, among piles of yellowed files, lay an old, dust-covered doll. As Jonas stepped closer, the dust shifted, revealing an aged, weathered diary. He carefully opened it and read the first lines. "I can't escape. They come again and again." Suddenly, he heard a clicking sound behind him. The door he had just entered slowly clicked shut. A cold, sharp noise cut through the silence, and as Jonas turned around, he saw that the walls seemed to be moving. The shadows grew, and the room began to constrict. The doll's eyes on the floor glowed a deep red. A dark, shadowy figure stepped out from the corner of the room and whispered, "You've crossed the threshold." Jonas tried to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. The figure reached for him, and in that moment of panic, he felt time itself freeze. The next morning, the villagers found the hospital abandoned once more, but the dust was different. The once empty halls were now covered in fresh, uneven footprints, ones that would never disappear. And the diary that Jonas had left behind was now open in the center of the room, its final page reading, "He is one of us now,